All right, everybody, this is Chapter 6, Oral Medications. For this one, it's a little bit more review corresponding to labels, and then we'll get into the dosage depending on the weight of the patient, which is, one of the most important things of it as well. And we'll talk about child's later on in the course as well. But for oral medication, the most common is the most common type of prescription. It comes in various forms. We can either have tablets, capsules, calyps, and a liquid format. So we're going to talk about pretty much all of them itself, okay, when it comes to it. So when it comes to these type of medications, it's pretty straightforward when it comes to it. It's basically going to give you a label, and you're going to figure out what the dosage or what the medication is going to have to need. So again, a lot of this, couple examples, is pretty much the same stuff we've done in Chapter 4 and 5 as well, okay, but just more practice on the labeling portion. So let's just go into it. So example 1 says, how many tablets does a patient need to take if they need 25 milligrams. So again, looking at the portion, right, you guys can see, well, each tablet is about 8 milligrams. So we know the equivalency is 8 milligrams per one tablet. Okay, so that's what this is a given. We want tablets as so this is our equivalency. So starting from what we're given, and just divide this by 8, gives you one tablet, and there we go. So therefore, this should give you about 3.125 tablets. And there we go. So like I said, most of this couple of these examples is pretty straightforward. It's just getting more practice looking at the actual labels themselves. Okay, so let's keep going. So example 2, the order says indomethacin, oral solution, 0.15 milligrams OP. So again, hopefully guys look at the abbreviations, what OP stands for, and all that for your homework. Okay, how many milliliters will you prepare? So looking at this work, right here is our equivalency. It's 25 milligrams per 5 milliliters. So this is what's given to us, and we want milliliters, so that is what we want. So we're given 0.15 milligrams, and then since we want to cancel out milligrams, therefore milligrams has to be at the bottom, which is the 25. And now the top has to be the 5 milliliters. Again, right, it's not 1 milliliter, it's 5 milliliters. So this way, now we have to do a bit of portion. So we have to multiply and then divide. So we 0.15 times 5 gives you 0.75 milliliters. And then we divide it by 25, which gives us a grand total of 0.03 milliliters. Right, and let's just keep going when it comes to it. So example 3, same concept. The other wants methylene oral solution, 25 milligrams PO. How many milliliters do we want? So again, this is what we want. It's given to us, and according to our label, here is our conversion factor, right? 10 milliliters per 5 milliliters. So very similar to the one we just did on top, right? So we start with 25 milligrams. Milligrams have to be on the bottom. 5 has to be on top. And again, multiply now, divide. So 25 times 5 is 100, and divided by 10 gives you administer 12.5 milliliters. Okay. So hopefully it's not too bad, right? Like I said, it's good to review. Just looking at labels, let's get more in detail when it comes to it. So just do a couple more. So if you guys once you guys try questions 4 or 5, actually just 4, because we're going to do number 5 together. So just quickly just do 4. So 3, 2, 1, pause. Okay. So hopefully you guys did 4, and we'll do this one together real quick. So your told patient needs to take 4 tablets, but was the patient saying he cannot take any more than 200 milligrams a day? Okay. Is it safe to take? Okay. Well, he needs to take 4 tablets, so we're going to compare it to 200 milligrams a day. So what we really want is this was given to us, and what we want is how many milligrams is this patient actually taking. Okay. So from here, we know there's 40 milligrams per one tablet. So we know starting from tablets, are given our 4 tablets, and for every one tablet, there are 40 milligrams. So if we multiply this, this is now going to be 160 milligrams. Okay. And since the patient says he cannot take any more than 200 milligrams, we're okay, right? Because he's only taking 160. So this is actually, yes, safe. This is safe to take, right? Because it's within the range of this patient's medication. Okay. Right. So the reason why I wanted to do 5 together is because we're going to learn a different type of equivalency. This is called a multi-equivalent portion. So it's MEQ for short, multi-equivalent, okay, which stands for the number of grams of a drug contained in 1 milliliter of solution. Now we're actually going to be talking about that in chapter 8 far more in detail, but it just for now it's just a unit of measure. So MEQ is the number of grams of drug contained in 1 milliliter. But the good thing is you do the exact same process we did before. We just treat it as another unit. Okay. So for instance, right, we want to convert the label into MEG over L. Now, if you notice, from the label, we're given 0.456 MEQ per milliliter. Well, the good thing is, right, the top is already done for us, so all we have to do is convert the bottom. So we know there are 1,000 milliliters for every 1 liter. So cancel, cancel. So we multiply this, so it'll be 465 MEQ over liters. And there we go. Okay. All right, so now I want you guys to try the next two to finish off these type of examples. So 6 and 7, and if you really want, go ahead and do 8 and 9 as well on the other page. So these ones don't have labels, but you guys can try them. So I'll give it pause it. 3, 2, 1, pause. Okay, so hopefully you guys tried them out. So let's do it together. So the order is midazolam 55 milligrams PO daily. How many milliliters, so this is given to us, this is what we want, how many milliliters does the patient need to take? So we have the equivalency there. So we have 55 milligrams times there are 2 milligrams for every 1 milliliter. So we just divide, so 27.5 milliliters this patient needs to take. Okay. All right, go to number 7. The order is I can't even say this, indomethacin, I think it is, 105 milligrams PO daily. How many liters, here's the key, right, liters does the patient need to take? So notice it's the same label, right, when it comes to it. So we have 105 milligrams and times it by 25 milligrams per 5 milliliters. Now here's the thing. So we multiply this one. Just do this step by step. Multiply this out and then divide by 25 gives us 21 milliliters. Now this is where you got to be very careful when it comes to the problem. I didn't ask for milliliters, I asked for liters. So therefore we're not finished with our answer. So the last thing we have to do is convert this into liters. And again, we know there's 1,000 milliliters for every 1 liter. So you guys are going to probably memorize it if you haven't done it so far. It's the most common scenario when it comes to liquid volume itself. So 21 divided by 1,000 should give you 0.021 liters. And there we go. All right. So now let's go on to 8 and 9. All right, so 8 it says how many 300 milligrams of Zydeco tablets contain 0.9 grams of Zydeco. So this is a very interesting question, right? There's not really much to deal with here. So the question is, we want the tablet. So how many tablets itself? So we're given this, and we want tablets. That's what we want. Okay. So and actually, that is our conversion. There's 300 milligrams per 1 tablet of Zydeco. So now this is what's this is what's given to us, the 0.90 grams. So we're given 0.9 grams. Now the problem is our conversion is 300 milligrams per 1 tablet. Well, since we're given grams, the first thing we have to do is convert this to milligrams. So this is going to be, I believe, 900, if I do this correctly. Yeah, 900 milligrams. Now we use our conversion. So there are 300 milligrams for every 1 tablet. So divided by should give you exactly 3 tablets. So there's 3 tablets in 0.9 grams of that again. Okay. Right, and the last one for number 9. So how many 100 milligrams of Dilaten capsules will contain a dosage of 0.2 grams? So very similar to the one we just did. So if you notice, it's very identically, right? Here's our conversion factor, right? 100 to 1 capsule, and that's what we want. So this is given to us in the exact same format. So this will be 0.2 grams. Again, just convert this to milligrams first. This is 200. And then we do our conversion. So our final answer is 2 tablets. Okay. All right, so hopefully those weren't too bad when it comes to it. So on the next video, we'll go when we talk about when it comes to size of a patient, which is one of the most important things when it comes to giving medication out.